Chapter 3, Mishnah 9. The Mishnah cites a third question that Rabbi Akiva posed to Rabban Gamliel and Rabbi Yeshua in the meat market of Amaom. Like some previous Mishnahs in this chapter, this Mishnah also deals with cases in which someone violates the same prohibition several times in one lapse of awareness, and it teaches whether he is liable to bring a separate korban for each violation or just one korban for all of them. And Rabbi Akiva also asked them, if someone slaughters 5 korbanos outside the Beis HaMikdash in one lapse of awareness, what is the law? Is he obligated to bring only one chatas for all of them, or one separate chatas for each and every one? They replied, we have not heard an answer to your question. Rabbi Yeshua said, but I have heard the following law from which the answer can be derived. If someone illegally eats from one korban in 5 different dishes, that is, he eats 5 parts of a single korban, each of which has a different taste, in one lapse of awareness, he is obligated to bring an asham for each and every dish because he committed the sin of me'ilah, i.e. benefiting from hekdesh, with each one. And it seems to me that the law in your case can be derived through a kal v'chomer from this case as follows. If one is obligated to bring 5 korbanos for eating 5 portions of meat from the same animal, simply because each portion has a different taste, one should certainly be obligated to bring 5 korbanos for slaughtering 5 separate animals. The next Tana, Rabbi Shimon, disagrees with the previous version of the exchange between Rabbi Akiva and the other Tanaim. According to Rabbi Shimon, Rabbi Akiva's question was not about the sin of slaughtering several korbanos outside the Beis HaMikdash, but about a different sin. Rabbi Shimon said that is not what Rabbi Akiva asked them. Rather, he asked about someone who eats no sar from each of 5 different korbanos in one lapse of awareness. What is the law? Is he obligated to bring only one chatas for all of them, or one separate chatas for each and every one? They replied, we have not heard an answer to your question. Rabbi Yeshua said, but I have heard the following law from which an answer can be derived. If someone eats from one korban in 5 different dishes, that is, he eats 5 portions of a single korban, each of which has a different taste, in one lapse of awareness, he is obligated to bring an asham for each and every dish because he committed the sin of me'ilah with each one. And it seems to me that the law in your case can be derived through a kal v'chomer from that case, as follows. If one is obligated to bring 5 korbanos for eating 5 portions of the same animal, simply because each portion has a different taste, one should certainly be obligated to bring 5 korbanos for eating nosar from 5 separate animals. According to this version of the incident, Rabbi Akiva objected to Rabbi Yeshua's kal v'chomer. Rabbi Akiva said to him, if this law, namely the one that one must bring 5 chatas offering for eating nosar from 5 korbanos, were a received halacha, we would accept it. But if it is derived through logic, i.e. the kal v'chomer from me'ilah, as you just argued, we do not accept it, because there are grounds for refuting the logic. Rabbi Yeshua replied, go ahead and refute it. Rabbi Akiva said, it is not reasonable to derive the law of nosar from the law of me'ilah. If you say regarding me'ilah that one is obligated to bring multiple korbanos, that might be because the laws of me'ilah are unusually strict. For we find that regarding me'ilah, the Torah treats someone who gives sacred food to another person to eat like someone who eats it himself. And it treats someone who causes another person to have benefit from a sacred object like someone who benefits from it itself. And it combines different acts of me'ilah that occurred over a long period of time. Therefore, can you say the same, namely that one must bring multiple korbanos regarding nosar, which is not subject to even one of these stringencies? The fact that one must bring multiple korbanos in the case of me'ilah might be another special stringency that applies only to me'ilah and not to nosar.